Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Reinhard and for the month of March I'm going to try and bulk up a bit, something that I've never done in the past. I've always loved to exercise, but I actually never focused on either the bulk or the cutting, which I know is quite important in muscle building. But for me, I love endurance sports. I've always done the half Ironmans. I love running, I love swimming, I love cycling. But when it comes to muscle building, I've never really focused on it as much in my life. But I decided I want a new challenge, and therefore, for this year going forward, I'm going to try and do as much muscle building and follow the progress as much as possible. Um, in order to do this, you need to have a good diet. In the past, I've eaten quite healthy, but I never really focused on a diet. I would always just eat intuitively, try to focus on whole foods, try to get some protein, but I never really counted my macros and I've never really seen how much I actually eat per day or what is necessary per day. The research shows we need about 1 gram per pound of muscle, and for me that would be about 180 grams of protein, which is quite a lot. I don't think I've ever eaten that much protein, or yeah, I cannot imagine that I've eaten that much protein in the past, but from now on going forward, I will try to incorporate that into my diet and try to focus on getting the necessary proteins. I won't necessarily be following a strict diet, but I will focus only on the proteins as well as carbs. Therefore, for today's video, I am going to be making some chicken with rice, avo, and an onion, which is a basic standard meal, but hopefully it will add the carbs and the protein that I need. I'm also using spices to spice up my meal a bit. I'm not using any sauces. Here I've got some smoked paprika all the way from South Africa. I really love this, especially with chicken. So for today's recipe we are going to add that to add some flavor. Also have some garlic and some ginger that I'm just going to incorporate. The bulk that I'm going to do is to try and get it as clean as possible. So therefore I'm trying to cut out sugar and I'm trying to cut out all of the sauces. I use the app called MyFitnessPal to measure my calorie intake. Here I cooked 1 cup of uncooked rice, which I then later split into 3 meals. The chicken I'm going to be cutting into smaller pieces just to make it a bit easier to cook. So I'm just going to cut them into smaller cubes. Chicken breasts are one of my favorite sources of protein. It is high in lean protein with 31 grams of protein per 100 grams. Chicken also goes well with a wide variety of spices, and since spices is low in calories, you can add as many as you like and it will still be a healthy meal. For the chicken, I'm just going to add a bit of spices. We've got some salt, some pepper, some garlic, and then I've got the smoked paprika all the way from South Africa. I really love this with chicken. It goes really well. It's a smoky flavor that it gives off to the chicken. It's really amazing, and I would highly recommend getting some smoked paprika to go with your chicken. And then I also have this chicken spice. So we can just add all our spices, mix it together before we add it to the pan. For me, I add quite a bit of spices because I like the flavor. I've realized obviously you can add as much as you want, does not really matter. Some people like it spicy, others don't. I think that depends on person to person. Give it a nice mix. So there we go, first meal done. I have my carbs, I've got my protein, I've got my fats in the form of Evo. I have to say it's a bit more than I'm used to. As I have been eating a low carb diet over the last few years, this seems like quite a big portion for me. But in order to bulk up, I need to add a bit of protein and I need to add a bit of more carbs than what I'm used to, especially focusing on the protein, like I said before. So wish me luck. In the future I will try and post as much of the progress that I've made. I will do a bit of a video or try to do as much as I can to follow my bulking process, as well as add some exercises to my videos. I'll be focusing mostly on the compound exercises such as bench press, squats, deadlifts, and then let's see how it goes.